Welcome to 52 Questions for God. Questions you'd like answered, but nobody ever talks about. But we're going to episode 19. I'm here with Pastor Chris Bryan in St. Ignatius Church here in Southern Maryland. Beautiful place. Come by and see. All right, episode 19. Why can't we see God's image in our daily lives, or do we?
The reason we cannot see God face to face is because that's for the moment when we're welcomed home and meet Him then. People will get lost and distracted on images and stuff like that. And God's face, to me, is so holy and so other that it can only be taken out of this sinful world in eternity. So here's the reason what happens. When Elijah was running from the king and that lady bells, and he went into the cave to pray, He called him out to the edge of the cave, and the earth, wind, and fire came by, but never the face. What happened is God talked to Elijah, what are you doing here? Go back to work, and you will see my back. The same thing with Moses. Moses was trying. You wanted to see him face to face. You'll never see him. Why? So your answer to the question is, you'll see him when your life is over, and only then. That helps the great gift, finally.
Right. So let's twist it the other way.
Uh-oh.
Does God see us every day?
Indeed, He is the creator of all things, and He knows everything. So we ought to focus on trying to live as if we're in the presence of God. So do we think we'll get away with stuff? Sometimes we try to do that kind of stuff. That's not going to happen. But the answer to your question is yes.
Yeah. So how do you know that God is present in your life?
Well, the essence of that comes down on your faith. It comes down on what you believe, how you behave, where you begin. So, how are you going to see God? Or say, there He is, there He is. Well, you may not be able to clearly, concisely, and completely describe the features of God so another human being would understand. But if you believe in the works of God, at least believe in the evidence, because you see all the miracles in our past lives. From you with heart and me with the stuff, and the birth of babies and the passing away of elderly, you see the evidence of God's love and peace. Yep.
So last question, do we see God in heaven? I mean, do we actually see the guy?
I have to say yes based on the evidence, because that old song, one of these days I'm going to see my Savior face to face, and that's part of our final reward. When we die, we get greeted by Jesus, take Him to God. He says, welcome home, good and faithful servant. Enter in and receive your reward. That's the only hope we have.
There you go. I'm Rick Snider with Chris Bryan. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again next Sunday.